Good evening, everyone. Dr. Freedom here with you. Time for some Doctor News. News from in and around the universe that may or may not affect you on some deep emotional level. Almost as, well, let's just say it's as deep as the wait is long for the next new episode of Doctor Who. That it is. Okay, I had a lot of articles backed up because I was originally going to do some of these yesterday, but I've been busy working on the next chapter of Dr. Freedom and Eric, and there's a lot going on in that second chapter. You see, as I get more experience with the software, and get more experience doing this. Plus, I'm going to bring in cast members for the second adventure. It's going to, it'll take longer, but the adventures in themselves will be longer. So, just be patient, folks, if you're getting into it. I've just given you a little sample of what it's going to be like. It's going to be a sci-fi dramedy. It's going to be fun. I hope you all enjoy it. A lot of up thumbs on it so far, so people seem to be liking it, so I'm going to keep doing it. Okay, let's get into the news, shall we? Because there is a lot of it. It's piled up over the last couple days because I have been a lazy bastard. Okay, so let's get over here. Let's get on it. Let's get to it. Let's get on the job, shall we? It is time to punch the clock. Yeah. Oh, if I could only get myself on the right button. Oh, here we go. First off at the bat. All right, first off, this was in Newsweek. And this is Peter Capaldi on diversity in Doctor Who. It should reflect the times. And I love this. It's just a fun little thing right here. Like, he goes, the dangers of battling Daleks and Zygons. He goes, quote, it's an athletic injury. You run down a corridor, you swiveled at the end of the corridor, you pivot on one leg, and you twist at the knee. He goes, we couldn't fix it while we were filming, so I had to wait. The doctor said to me, you mustn't jump, crouch, or run, which is precisely what my job is, jumping, crouching, and running. But it's great now. I'm dying to get going on season 10. And the show's a great workout. It really keeps you healthy. Rather naively, at first, I thought, I've got to make time to go to the gym or get on a treadmill. The show is the treadmill. You do enough exercise in the show that you never have to go to the gym. So if you want to watch this little thing right here, you can click on it. It's available. Oops, there we go. So this is included with the article if you want to go check it out. All right, moving on. Peter Capaldi, Stephen Moffat will be remembered as one of the Doctor Who's greatest writers. He goes on about this is on the Radio Times, and he goes, I think he'll be remembered as probably one of its greatest writers because he has such an imaginative take on it, which is also popular and emotional. He's able to create stories that are both deeply emotional and very dramatic and exciting, and he loves monsters. That's a tricky combination, which I think he pulls off brilliantly. And there's a little bit more to it here right there if you want to get on it. We got a long way to go. Okay, in case you missed the BBC 2 Radio 2 interview, here's a link to it right here. Bang, 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 bang. There's a whopping 10 minutes of it right here. And it's when he's sitting there talking to Stephen Wright. And I think you'll enjoy that. Give it a click, will you? Moving on. Of course, now to us fans of the Eighth Doctor Adventures, who on Big Finish Audio, which, by the way, is what the majority of the Eighth Doctor's adventures are on, is Big Finish. And this was a very popular companion who started off with the Eighth Doctor on EDA, and she played the lovely Lucy Miller, and it's, of course, Sheridan Smith. And she so missed the character and all that she basically actively, contacted, Big Finish to come back and do the character again. And what it is, she's going to do a short trip that, it's going to be told from the eyes, apparently, of Lucy Miller. So if you really love this character, bam, 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 here it is. And I think you'll get a kick out of it. Moving on. 5 things Peter Capaldi thinks you should know about Doctor Who Series 10. All right. He goes, the series will feature more action and space travel, which a lot of people have been wanting. It'll be less emotional. The Doctor will face a truly cosmic threat. Number 4, it's going to feel quite different. And 5, we'll all still miss Jenna Coleman, but we'll have to move on. Now, quick note on the companion thing. There's been word drifting around that, I'm trying to find a good way to word this. If y'all think Rocky Thakir has got this dead on, I don't know. The words drifting around that one thing may have been photoshopped, so we got to be really careful on that front. I think she'd be spectacular in the role. She's definitely auditioned for it because of all the hubbub. But the thing is, they should have already chosen companion a long time ago. So I don't know what they're saying about auditioning and all that, because that should have been done last year. Because they knew Jenna wasn't not going beyond Series 9. That was a definite. That was a carved in stone. But I'll keep you informed on that as I find out more on what's going on in the companion situation. All right, Series 9 exhibits arrive at the Doctor Who Experience. And this is just, the nice pictures of them right here. Of course, we all recognize that box. And no, it's not the Happy Litter box of the Cosmic Cat. That is, of course, the Osgood box. And, of course, there's Happy Davros hanging around in his cage. Moving on. All right, 12th Doctor, Year 2, Number 3, and that came out, I believe, yesterday, actually. So if you want to go check out a preview of it before you buy it, boom, 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 here you go. Here's a couple pages and with the cover. All right, Lethbridge-Stewart, The Havoc Files, and His Kiss. As part of the ongoing series of the Lethbridge-Stewart novels, Candy Jar Books have also published a number of short stories to accompany them, as downloads, and they've now been collected together and published as an anthology called The Havoc Files. And if you're interested in this, they're available directly from the Candy Jar Bookstore right here. Click on this link. They're only going to be available as a strictly limited edition print run of only 300 copies. So if you're into this, you better go snatch it up, baby. And we're going to be talking about snatching stuff up here more in a minute. All right, Saturday Night Monsters, which is a new unofficial Doctor Who book, is a compilation of fan-written articles and reviews originally published in 2 popular fanzines. They were originally put out in Phased and This Way Up, and they cover a whole span of the series from the early days up to recent episodes, and that's just the tip of the iceberg. This 260-page book is currently available on Amazon for £7.90 on the print edition or £2.16 for the Kindle ebook, and boom, 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 right here. Just click right there. That'll take you right over. All right, that's what I was talking about, grabbing stuff up while you can. The BBC shop is closing, and from what I've heard, the American date is a lot closer. I think it's like March 14th, and that's going to be it. And whereas if you live in the UK, they'll take orders up to midnight on the 29th. The 30th of March, the BBC shop is gone. So if you want to get over there and get stuff, you better do it. Okay, and we're coming up on the last one. We're getting there. Don't worry. Big Finish announces vinyl reissues of fan favorites. And all right, fresh from this morning's news release, and of course, this was a couple days ago, sorry, was the new preview of the next adventure for the 8th Doctor comes news about one of the most popular Big Finish stories, The Chimes of Midnight and Spare Parts, both originally released in 2002, are going to be reissued on vinyl this October and next April, respectively. Now, each of these will have a limited run of 500 copies, and both will feature 4 discs. They both recently topped the listeners' poll of Big Finish's main range Doctor Who stories, with Chimes of Midnight coming in first. And it goes a little bit more. Now, Bob Shearman is a name you should know, who wrote Chimes of Midnight, because he also wrote a little ditty that was called, Jubilee. And based on Jubilee, he wrote Dalek. One of probably the best episode of Series 1 of the new show. So, and Spare Parts, if you're a big fan of the Cybermen, get this adventure or listen to it. Get it. Go to the big. It is. Oh God, sorry, I'm getting. I'm a tingly. This is one of my favorite Cyberman stories. This is where the 5th Doctor actually. Well, all right. Spoiler alert: he winds up on Mondas, just as the whole thing's about to go nuts. So you want to go check that one out. Really, really. Now, both of these are currently available to pre-order for £79. The price will raise to £89 after they're released. And they're getting new artwork and whatnot, but still, come on, it's a vinyl LP. What are you going to do with it? Hang it on the wall and make it look pretty? Play Frisbee with it? And I'll definitely damage it. All right, moving on. Cartoon Museum, Doctor Who Target book cover, art exhibition has been announced. That's right. Apparently, a selection of over 50 pieces of original artwork from the W.H. Allen Target Books range from the 1970s and 80s will go on display for the first time together at the Cartoon Museum in London next month. And this will feature artwork from these all guys right here. If you want to read more about this, boom, here it is. Matter of fact, all the info you need for this is all right here on this article. So if you're interested in going to check this out, boom, here it is. Okay. Sorry if I'm in a hurry. And lastly for today, Karen Gillan has started rehearsing on Guardians of the Galaxy 2. Apparently, yes, she still has her hair, but for how long? Because James Gunn has already said Nebula is still bald. Now, the thing is, they could be pulling off something like a camera trick where they tie the hair all the way at the back of the head, and then they put a bald cap over that. But at the same time, if they're going to do, they're definitely doing high def. Come on, what am I saying? They're going to probably end up shaving her head again, more than likely, poor lady. But hey, it's Karen Gillan. She'll handle it. She can grow more. Okay, so that's all I got for you for today. And this piled up over the last couple of days. Once again, apologies. I wanted to get a news video out yesterday, but I was too busy working on some stuff for Dr. Freedom and Eric, mixing the sound and whatnot. And I've also been learning new little tricks here and there, for the software I'm using, just to give you that little bit extra stuff. This is just basically a learning experience for me, so you got to bear with me, all right? Well, until next time, take care, ta-ta, enjoy the rest of your day. I'm on out of here. Laters.